How's everybody doing? This is a great place to be. You're in a room full of happy, wonderful, prosperous people. Anybody that hasn't been on the stage, you need to come to the stage. I was once nervous and scared, didn't know how to do this, and I was like, oh my God. I dropped my piece of paper that I was going to read. I was like, oh my God, I can't pick it up in front of all these people. They're going to think I'm nervous. Each and every one of us are different. Each in the paradox of our own. We are scary human beings filled with flesh and viable to the bone. Once the umbilical cord has been cut, amnesty shall not be granted. Understanding life and people is not a one-day course. It is a punishable dream. I like the feel of a rock. It's concrete, it's real, and it doesn't scrutinize with your intelligence. An approach to something without sense animates the mind and renders it to both good and evil. A breath of air gives much certainty that a person acts independently of all others, and no one else is responsible past a child's fruitful upbringing. We all need guidance to help us recognize the boundaries that separate us from one another. The posture of a person is an inevitable direction towards prosperity or poverty. It does not profit a man to mill around in groups any longer, or to be led by the hand submissively or maimed. Fools do exhausting work, and they seldom inhale one breath of wisdom for compensation. We know what we're made of. We know our limits. Some things are uncontrollable, and then we have to compensate. And I should gather no flower for my own funeral. Mommy and Daddy, I love a whole lot. But once I left home, I didn't stop. I kept on going, losing all track of time, hoping to make a visit sooner, but the years have not been kind. In this world, there are places where green grass doesn't grow, and people you wish to God you didn't know. So before you pack your bags and you're out the door, you ought to know the rules and how to score. I'm not a religious man myself, but the Bible says it all. Have you ever seen people sleeping in the streets or ask you for money so they can eat? Over 1 million times I've turned around inside my mind, wishing I was part of that world I left behind. Don't mind the clouds, they only passing through. I remember I was in school and seated before the first morning bell had rung, and I'll be on top of the highest mountain where the last choir hymn will be sung. That's moving. As this big old world revolves, I often find myself caught up in the middle. Where is my place in this world of people who lean over forward, bent backwards, looking for a better tomorrow? I remember I was able to touch the stars once, but to wake and find I was only hanging from the grass I once stood on. I stayed there a while, thinking about my friends in this situation would say, not him. As this big old world revolves, there are still persons who cannot solve the simple problem, whether to live or die, quit or try. But for those persons, I only have but one thing to say, that the word living is equal to chance and is worth taking. Thank you all so much.
Good stuff, good stuff. Snap it up one more time for Ralph the poet. Good stuff, good stuff.